How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to EmnixBS Path of Exile Blight League. We are on our new character. While I was off stream, I ended up completing the Malachi fight. So now we are in Act 5. I switched out some of the items that I had just to optimize things a little bit. We are currently level 48. And hold on, let me move my microphone a little bit. It feels a little weird. I have a Raised Spectre going, one Flame Sentinel. I don't have a second one. I switched over to Summon Raging Spirits, and I have Raised Zombie attached to my Summon Phantasm. Basically, from the looks of things, I'm ready to switch over to minions, but I don't have the levels or the items really to fully switch over. So for now, we're going to be rolling with I guess the specters and the zombies. The zombies are doing a massive amount of damage actually, and I guess for now we're just going to stick with this setup until we get to somewhere around, I don't know, level 70, 68, something like that, when we can start, putting on better gear. Once again though, I kind of want to focus on making sure that we do things quickly, I guess. Is that the right way to phrase it? Efficiently? Right now my focus is just on progression. So if we can progress as fast as we can, that would be very optimal, and then we can get into maps. Maybe we can do some delves to level up. That's something that I always wanted to give it, always wanted to try. And that wasn't the exit, huh? I actually don't I actually don't know the layout. Excuse me, the layout for Act 5 onwards very well, just because I've played so many years of Act 1 to 4. We've had that so much, but 5, it's still relatively new to me, so, or 5 onwards. So I don't really know how to rush through this area, and basically what that means is we managed to do Act 1 to 4, or I guess Act 1 to 5 in a relatively quick manner, but I get the feeling that from here onwards, it's gonna take me like an hour per act, which isn't optimal because we're looking at an extra 5 hours just to get through everything. So now that I said that, I feel a little bit pressured, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't wait around and let my summons kill everything. Maybe we should actually be going a little bit faster. Now, getting my ascendancy would actually be very helpful now that I think about it. Being able to have do I get my offerings right away as my first ascendancy point? Like, if I can have flesh offering affecting me right from the get-go, that would be very helpful. So maybe I'll go out of my way and do the lab real quick before I fight Katava, hopefully, just so I don't lose my resistances, right? I'm not sure. Now we are in Act 5, and I believe you can get better specters here. Not that I'm much of a specter summoner right now. We don't have max specters, and I don't really intend on getting too many. Yeah, right now you only get one specter, which isn't much at all. Cassia, I'm gonna skip. So I could pick up slave drivers from the control blocks. I think I might give it a try. Yeah, here's the... Okay, so I can go back and...
Remember, we do this for freedom.
Another Quicksilver. I don't think I need it. Let's take a silver flask. I don't know if I need Onslaught either, to be honest, but... Here, let's go with that. Alright.
2 tools.
2 points. Wait, what the heck? Oh, okay, there we go. So, slave drivers. I've never tried them before. I guess it doesn't hurt to try. Desecrate. There, slave. So you have a choice, a flame sentinel or slave driver. Wait, it just spell echoed. I kind of dislike spell echo now. Just because of that. Let's take out spell echo, switch it for something else. What do I have that's useful? Faster casting. Okay, there. I got myself a slave driver. I don't really know how they work, but I hear they're pretty good, so it doesn't hurt to try, right? Okay. I think at this point I have a pretty good setup. Not too much mana, admittedly, but I switched my bandit from passive points to Alira just so I can have a little bit of resistance as well as mana regen. So that should help. The flat mana regen basically means we have like a level 1 or 2, maybe even higher clarity. And I feel like that could help a lot. Okay, where's my slave driver? I want to see him fight because I don't actually know what he does exactly. So let's... The slave driver isn't even doing anything. He's just running around like an idiot. Okay, okay. I mean, stuff's dying. I don't really know what's happening, to be honest. That's the one thing I have to say about playing summoners. You don't exactly know what's going on because your summons are hitting everything, right? Not that I'm gonna complain. You know, it's nice to not be forced to be in the mix of things. I mean, we were playing a miner prior to this, so it's a little bit disingenuous to say, you know, I was right in there, you know, like all the melee characters out there, but I guess the point is, you know, I still ended up getting hit because I had to stand there and throw mine. So this is a nice change where you're just focusing on dodging. I don't mind it at all, I suppose. Like literally I'm just walking through people. You know what? This is a perfect clear speed build. You just pop the movement speed flask and then you move. Although I feel like I'm moving in the wrong direction, so it doesn't matter how fast you are. If you get lost, you know, you're not gonna get everywhere, or you're not gonna get anywhere. You gotta play smart, not hard. Preferably you play hard and smart, but if I had to pick one, gotta be smart. Okay, definitely we're blasting through this area, and honestly we should. I'm level 49. This area is 43. If you notice, you know, prior to this I was probably like a much lower level, so I ended up doing a little bit of leveling in the delves, and it's actually pretty insane leveling in the delves because essentially every single node is almost half a level, so every 2 nodes you're getting a level. It was very quick. The only problem with leveling in the delves is it's a little bit more, it's a little riskier than leveling out here. I find the delves actually do quite a bit of damage, whether it's from the darkness or whether it's from, I don't know, all kinds of stuff was killing me actually. So I would find myself sort of trapped at the end of the node, whether it's in the darkness or just surrounded by mobs. For some reason I wasn't killing fast enough because I hadn't upgraded my gear, and I would just, you know, end up dying. So I mean, we don't lose any EXP from dying because we haven't killed Katava yet, but it was a little annoying because it was slowing down my progress, right? So I was like, you know what, we've leveled 5 or 6 levels, we're kind of over leveled now. I think I'm satisfied with going back to progressing. This takes freaking forever. Oh my god. What I will say about summoner builds is the single target is just insane. Like, summoners really don't miss single target damage. The only complaint for the longest time with summoners is their clear speed isn't as good. Now, a lot of that is mitigated using specters, but if you were to use anything non-specter, clear speed was a little bit iffy. But now that Feeding Frenzy exists, I can't imagine it would be that bad. I mean, it's good for sure, especially for this league, clearly, that so many people are playing Necromancers, so... I mean... a billion people can't be wrong, right? I'm over-exaggerating, obviously. A billion people would imply that there are a billion people playing this game, but however many people play, I mean, there's a lot. Yeah, we're just phasing him. This is insane. It's hard to gauge how good your build is, though, especially early on while you're progressing. We have all kinds of good gear, and it's just hard to tell. You have to wait until you get into maps, maybe even late maps, deep delves, you know. That's when the real test comes into play. So for now, we're doing well, but I don't want to say it's meaningless. I'll just say we're doing well. I don't know how well, truly. I can't really tell. For this stage of the game, honestly, I have no complaints, and I'm being sincere here. Okay, looking at the map, what do I need to do? I've been skipping a lot of side quests, so there are 2 things that I'm gonna do. I don't know if it's probably the right choice for progression, but I don't know if it's more fun for people to watch. Basically, I'm gonna skip a lot of side quests. I'm skipping a lot of them, which means I'm gonna be missing out on a lot of passive skill points. Like, I understand, I know that there are still a lot of side quests that we can do to get points, but I'm gonna be skipping them just so that we can get to the late game a little bit faster. I feel like that's one of the keys to sort of leveling, progressing quickly. And the other key, which we just saw just now, is ignoring the league mechanics. Specifically, I don't think we're going to be doing any of the Cassia missions until we get into maps, so brace yourself, boys. Alright, might as well pick up that node. I've been just holding back because do my minions really need life? But at this point, why not, right? If the minions start dying, that would be a big problem. So I don't want that to happen. Better safe than sorry, you know. An ounce of prevention is worth a... Wait, how does it go? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. There you go. So, just in case our minions start dying, let's just get that big node, give them some HP, and we can call it a day.
Oh.
What is this card? 5 Regal Orbs. Huh. Well, that's nice. I appreciate it, game. Thank you. I will take it. I will gladly accept it, in fact.
Oops, clumsy me.
Okay. So that is enough to kill Katava with, isn't it? I don't need anything else. Like I said, I'm going to be skipping side quests. So let's TP back. So how long has it been? 16 minutes?
For freedom.
We're going fast. We're about to finish Act 5. Act 5, if you skip the side quest, it's actually surprisingly short, eh? Is there a zombie gem? There isn't. Is there a second page? There isn't. Let's get this.
Once Kitava. Remember, we do this for freedom.
Okay. This is probably where I go and get my ascendancy before I actually kill Kitava. So, you know, we blasted through Act 5 so quickly, I feel like I have a little bit of time and I can make it up by doing my ascendancy. Let's go do the lab. Summoner or Necromancer. And I'm not too sure which is the first point that I want to get. I'm gonna have to wait and see, because I don't remember what all the options are, to be honest. I feel like having getting our ascendancy is going to give me a lot more survivability, which is something I'm kind of lacking. When you wear a tabula and you're starting to get to Act 6, 7, you know for a fact that you're gonna have a bad time. It's coming. You don't know where, or you don't know when, you don't know where, but it's inevitable. Eventually you're gonna die to something, and to be honest, I've already died a few times. Mostly in the delves. I have maxed out darkness resistances, but when I get swarmed and my minions aren't killing things fast enough, you know, you're in for a bad time. So just random projectiles that kill me, I would prefer to avoid that. And honestly, that was one of the things that annoyed me the most with my trapper. Like random, a shaper shoots a projectile and you're dead. I didn't like that very much. So okay, single target damage, like I said, very good, very good. But I knew that. I'm not surprised. Summoners always had good single target. The best, not the best, but like that's clearly shown with even with my random summoner or champion summoner from last league. It was very good. So I'm not too surprised that summoners are doing well on the single target damage front. What I am surprised about is that clear speed is better now. I'm glad. I'm not, I'm not saying that it's necessarily bad. Obviously, summoners are in the meta and maybe it's overtuned, I'm not sure. But the idea is clear speed is better now. Damage was always good. And survivability is better now too, which is very nice. Alright, we're just blasting through this right now. I heard a sound, but I'm skipping because it's not really showing up on the filters. This one I'm picking up. Alright. Is this like a gauntlet that I was just not paying attention to? Alright, we're moving at a nice clip. Is this the right way though? Yep. No thank you to the porcupines, we're gonna avoid that. Although I don't think they do much damage early on, right? That's the wrong way. That's the right one. Alright, easy enough. 3 treasure keys, very nice. Now let's just open any old box. That's not bad actually for the normal lab. Sure. World of War on kill. I don't actually think it does anything, but okay. Okay, most importantly, we now got our ascendancy, so Necromancer. Which is the one that gives me offerings. Mistress of Sacrifice. Okay, I think that's the one I want. So I will go this way. Oh my god, there are a lot more options now. Bone armor. Alright, this is one of those few times where I need to pull up POB. Because I'm not exactly sure what I want. Okay. First of all, I ascend. I'm going this for sure. Surprisingly enough, this build doesn't actually use Mistress of Sacrifice. Instead, it goes Mindless Aggression, Bone Barrier. I'm assuming that's for survivability, which makes a lot of sense. Unnatural Strength, and Commander of Darkness. You and allies affected by auras from your skills deals more damage. You and allies affected by auras from your skills have more elemental resistances. I'm actually going to take this first because having more resistances early on probably matters a lot more. And honestly, I have a lot of damage. So now I actually have a little bit more survivability. And I won't be affected by, or I won't be affected as much by losing resistances from killing Katava. So you know what? This works out. I'm missing something. Carrion Golem. One annoying thing is you gotta keep up all the summons, which I'm not. Hopefully I'll get used to it. Even last league I didn't have to do any of that because I played a freaking dominating blow summoner. So really all you had to do was hit people and you can maintain your summons just fine. Never really thought about it. In fact, the minions might have been, well, I was gonna say they're the side dish, but that is not true at all. It is the entree for sure. It's our main damage, but it was our main single target damage. Our clear was our own hits. I actually think the dominating blow summoner would be a lot better this league. Definitely you would play it as a necromancer, not as a champion again, but you would still do very similar things. Give them impale, this time around give them feeding frenzy. If they have, the only problem with dominating blow was the minions, they were attached so closely to you that you didn't have any clear speed. But if they actually have, they're very fast. If they can actually go out and do their own thing and kill everything around you at a bigger, a bigger leash range, or maybe a bigger aggro zone is what I meant to say, that would be very good. So yeah, I feel like that dominating blow character is probably pretty good this league. I'm not sure how many people play dominating blow this league. Typically no one likes to do it because, I mean, it's still like not a great skill, but alright. So actually this act went very quickly. Mostly due to the, once again, side quest skipping, but it's been 27 minutes. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, this is going very well. I don't even think I'm gonna get hit here. He's getting phased, and honestly, it's one of those builds where I wouldn't call it brain dead, but it's quite a passive build, isn't it? Everyone was talking about how you just sit around and minions do all the work for you, and yeah, they're not wrong. The minions are definitely doing a lot. I mean, as they should be. But wow, they're so strong. They're so strong. Okay, minus 30 to all resistances. It's not that big of a deal. I'm at 69, 75, 70. That's okay, and it's all thanks to, I mean, partly our gear, but also the fact that we got a good ascendancy point for progression. So I'm glad I picked that one first.
This ain't no charity.
I don't know what the best order typically should be, but alright, so once again, gonna be skipping those side quests. I'm not leveling that quickly though, eh? Level 50? The zone's 45, so the zone level is catching up to us. Man, I don't remember which way to go to exit this area. Well, like I said, I'm not really familiar with anything after Act 4. It's kind of funny, I'm literally holding a left click. I'm not using any skills. I just realized I didn't have to. That's how much damage our minions are doing. And they're aggressive enough where you can run and the zombies will chase after them. And that is actually the biggest change I noticed with this Necromancer character. The fact that you can have the minions aggro on others and not worry about... Oh, except we need this. And not worry about, you know, going back and killing them. It's kind of like a set it and forget it build. The moment you give them Feeding Frenzy, they'll kill everything behind you. Your summons, that is. So that's actually insane. Like, look, I'm running. I'm not even like a league prior to this. If you ran forward, your zombies would be following you. They wouldn't go out of their way to kill things. The fact that they're doing that is... I can see why this is like a clear speed build now. And all you gotta do is you gotta increase their move speed. That's probably their limiting factor. Because, you know, you have so much move speed, so they need to keep up. And then with that, oh my god. This build is all of a sudden, it just clicked all of a sudden. I just realized how to play it. Like I was worried progression would be slow, not anymore. It's gonna be insanely quick, I'm pretty sure.
I need more mana.
Alright, I summoned one more zombie, which is really good too. Okay, what do I want next? More life would be nice. Like, let's pick this up.
Remember, humanity needs us.
Literally, I'm switching to... You know, the best clear speed builds, they typically utilize some form of hit and run tactics, right? You drop a skill or a totem or for in Jimmy's case, Toxic Rain. In my case, or my previous character's case, Mines, and then you run, and then you kill things. This character, from the looks of things, especially early on, there is, and I mean, okay, let's step back one quick second, because I'm saying this as if like it's the best thing ever and this is just how it is, but we have to remember that I'm wearing a tabula and a bunch of like really good gear, so, or a bunch of leveling gear, so you know it's not a fair comparison, because of course they would have a lot of damage, but nevertheless, if you were to level with this character, like you could level a lot faster. This isn't hit and run anymore, this is just run. All I'm doing is running. I'm not, like every now and then maybe I should be casting flesh offerings so they'll go even faster, but besides that, like, we're just going. I'm literally not, I mean, they don't have enough damage to kill yellows, but this is insane. I'm not even using my summon raging spirits. I don't need to. The zombies are going out of their way to kill everything. And then the phantasms are doing work as well. This is really good. Only caveat is I'm freaking lost. Where am I going? Where am I supposed to go? What's going on? Maybe over there? I'm not attacking. I'm literally not casting any spells. I'm just running. Can you imagine this with dominating blow? Instead of zombies, you have those dominating blow minions, the sentinels. That's insane. Those guys were already doing so much damage. Every time they shield charged, it was just like blowing up entire packs. The only problem was you actually had to run close enough to the packs to kill them. It's so good. I wish I was playing my dominating blow build this league instead of last league. I'm so sad I didn't get that chance. Now, you might be saying, well, why don't you play it anyways? But you know, we've already played it. I guess I could go to standard and give it a try, but I don't know. We already had a good run with it. I don't want to it's a little repetitive, don't you think? Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe we can go to standard and check it out and run like a couple red maps and see how it goes. I mean, it still had a survivability issue, but at least it can probably farm very quickly now. Okay. Look at that, that's crazy. These zombies, man. So really, for leveling, there's just two choices, right? Either you go zombie or you go Spectre, I suppose. Like, what do you put in your tabula? Right now, we're doing zombie with Phantasm, so even after the zombies kill something, we have a chance of phantasm. So it's just a lot of summons in general. But I don't actually think that's the norm. You probably either pick specters or zombies, or possibly skellies for leveling. I could see that being a thing. What is this effect? What is this? This attack is performed repeatedly by a ghostly imitation of your weapon. Oh, like literally another summon? Sweet. Yeah, look at it. It's shooting projectiles. This is so fast. Okay, more HP. And then I'll pick up this one. Life and mana is still very important. And I might as well go up and pick up a second like more specters and zombies. Just one more. This is probably a pretty important cluster. My minions have never gotten low enough for minion instability, so I don't think I need that. I don't really need spell damage anymore either. Oh, I suppose I could go this way and get these. And I need to go down here. Yeah, and then we're gonna go down and probably get the life wheel. These are nice HP nodes too. I could go down, grab this. I should probably grab this as well. Okay, so there's still quite a bit that we can do. Obviously, we're still, well, level 52. I'd say that's pretty respectable, right? Given that we're... So we got 3 levels over the last 40 minutes. Pretty good. I hear the fireball. I don't know where it is. It's chasing. It's chasing. You keep running. You don't stop. You can't follow me through the stairs. It's just not physically possible for you. What the? Oh, it's over there. Brutus. Brutus.
Work. I shall not suffer this humiliation again.
He's not phasing. He literally got stuck in animation. Nice. Where's Sin? Is he here?
Remember, humanity
Okay.
needs us.
This is going well. This is going very, very well. I'm actually so surprised. Or I guess I'm not. I mean, so many people are playing it, but I just didn't realize how fast of a leveling experience this is. Maybe it just suits my style. No, there's no way. This is like clearly like there's a blip in the matrix right here. You shouldn't be allowed to just run forward and kill everything along the way. Even with leveling gear, you know, typically you still have to cast spells. But this is one of those cases. I mean, there are other skills that do it. Static Strike would be one of them. But you don't have, you know, insane AoE doing that early on, especially. Righteous Fire, I suppose. You just run and kill. But Righteous Fire is... Oh, no, no, go back, go back. Oh, shit. I needed to talk to Sin. He wasn't even done taking his soul, and we already left.
At last, your thirst is quenched.
Hey, did anyone notice that Sin's holding the sign of purity?
Humanity needs us.
I thought it got destroyed or something, no? Or is that... What staff is that? Is that like the innocence? That's a sign of purity, right? Is he purifying them? I'm pretty sure he's taking their souls. Okay, so we need to actually follow the road. That's over there. Totally went the wrong way here. Okay, Western Forest. What act is this? Act 6? I think we're like 20 minutes away from finishing Act 6. So we'll be able to do 2 acts in an hour? 30 minutes an act? Okay, that's what I said originally, right? I don't know what's going on. Is he dying? I think he's dead. Now, admittedly, I'm skipping a lot of the side quests, which is probably what takes the most amount of time anyways for people. So I'm going to go back and pick up those extra passive points later on. And actually, I feel like we're strong enough where I can potentially do the Cruel Lab very soon. I know we just did the normal lab, but we're level 52, and I believe Cruel Lab is like level 53 or something like that. So we're on our way. Man, that's insane. I do need to remember to keep using Flesh Offering, because if I don't, they slow down way too much. So that's the only caveat to all this. I suppose I could do craft cast swell when triggered, and then, you know, use it together with a movement skill, but yeah, that might actually be the lazy way of doing it. You know what? If it ain't broke, we seem to be doing fine. Wow. So basically my limiting factor right now is how fast I can move, because I'm just running through everyone right now. Would I say this is fun? Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's kind of interesting. I guess right now I'm just waiting to... Right now I can tolerate this because I have a goal, and the goal is to get to maps. And I don't think you can do this in maps. You can't just run through everything in maps. You still have to, you know, throw out curses and probably pop flasks and still go very fast, I'm sure. But, you know, there's always the potential of you dying or your minions dying or something. So right now I'm not I'm not thinking about the game much at all. I'm just kind of going through the motions and running through everything, which is fine. Just kind of shows how insane this build is right now. Okay, so we want to take damage and accuracy. The more accuracy, the better, actually.
His time has almost come. Then hope.
You know what? I feel like minions would do really well against Cassia, wouldn't it? I haven't seen anybody do blighted maps. Zuka has mentioned that his summons were doing great against Blight, so I'm guessing it's gonna be really good against it. Because with traps, there's always that worry that, you know, when the going gets tough, the Blight map gets destroyed. So might as well take this essence. It's right here. He didn't get erased, so that's saying something about our single target right now. Maybe it's a little lacking. Still, it's still very fast. I just gotta remember, keep popping off. No, keep popping Flesh Offering, because I need that move speed for my minions, not for myself. The minions, they can't keep up. Maybe it's just because they're so aggressive, they actually go out of their way to kill other things. It's possible. But I suspect it's just they're running after me and they can't catch up, which is, that would be kind of bad. Okay, so what act is this? Act 6. Ooh, perfect. This is what I needed. Let's go fast. Gotta go fast. Okay, here we go. Wow, okay. So at what mark did we finish Act 5? Somewhere around the 30-minute mark, I would say. And right now we're at the 53-minute mark. So it did take a good 20-something minutes. And we still haven't finished yet. So we're probably going to finish in 5 or 6 minutes. 30 minutes for Act 6. Not bad. Now that I figured out what I can potentially do with this character, I feel like we can go a lot faster now. Because before I was still, you know, stopping and summoning some raging spirits and watching them die. I don't need to do that anymore. With Feeding Frenzy, the minions just kind of do their own thing. All I gotta do is maintain Flesh Offering. How hard can that be? Your answer might be not very hard, but to be honest, the answer is quite difficult because I'm pretty bad at maintaining this. Okay, take Redemption. This is a difficult job. All right.
So you're the shape that's got it.
Okay.
Your
Okay. Almost boss time. Just gotta get to the end. Can I cast another zombie yet? I can. Nice. I can have... No, that's skeleton. How many zombies can I have? 7. Okay. Their aggro range is so much bigger than before. It's amazing. And actually the phantasms and the zombies are a pretty good touch because the zombies get up close and personal, but the phantasms can shoot from pretty far away. I think, at least. I'm not sure. Here we go. Brand King's Throne.
So courageous. Such a fine example of womanhood. I simply knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Or my husband. You see, His Majesty could never be satiated on his wedding day by one bride alone. Thank you, my new sister.
Betrayed. The ultimate betrayal. Why, Nessa? The thing with the Brand King is he has phases. So we actually need to just work through the motions. Gotta go through every phase before we can't just like one shot him or something. Not that we can, it's multiple hits that he's taking. But you get the idea. Alright, there we go.
Born of ocean's mire, and death washed clean of dark. Farewell.
Okay. Gonna take a quick water break. So I'm gonna cut this episode off right here. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Very quick progression. I'm starting to understand this character, at least through leveling it. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as always, you could leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more updates in the future. Otherwise, keep in touch, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.